So the Trump administration is issuing a sharp response after a group of Democratic lawmakers posted a video urging U.S. soldiers to defy, quote, illegal orders from the commander-in-chief.
Rich Edson is live at the White House this morning and joins us now with the latest. Hey, Rich.
Hey, good morning, Ainsley, Lawrence, and Brian. Well, this is a half-dozen congressional Democrats, and they've posted this video telling members of the military and intelligence services that it's their duty to defy what they're calling illegal orders. Now, these Democrats are all veterans themselves of the intelligence services or the military, and they say it is a duty to refuse orders that violate the Constitution.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
and intelligence community professionals
against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath
to protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
Now, the Democrats have released this video as if they questioned the legality of military strikes on boats in the Caribbean. The Justice Department's Office of Legal Counsel has signed off on that campaign.
You had members of Congress, members of the Senate, encouraging members of our military and members of our intelligence community to go and defy orders. And by the way, there is nothing illegal about what we are doing. There is nothing illegal about what President Trump is doing every single day.
Among those criticizing the White House, Colorado Congressman Jason Crow, a former Army Ranger and Bronze Star recipient.
What
reminding them of their obligation
order from the commander-in-chief that we are asking our military to carry out are you objecting to? This is very, very vague, and it was so vague in this video. I don't think people could figure out what you guys were all talking about, honestly.
Martha, Donald Trump has made a series of very disturbing comments and suggestions that would violate U.S. law and put our military in terrible positions.
Again, we're getting nowhere because you're not talking about an order.
I don't want to wait until that happens to remind our troops of their obligation, because then it'll be too late.
Crow has also just released a resolution that would block those strikes in the Caribbean. Back to you.
All right, Rich, thanks so much. So is there a legal reason why he won't say? Are you upset with the National Guard in cities? Are you upset with the Venezuelan strikes? What exactly are you worried about? And for me, if the squad cut this tape, I'd go, more left-wing unhinged operations. It's such a disappointment with people who characterize themselves as moderate and reasonable to actually cut that tape that is really a riddle. But it's just a way to take an institution that's apolitical and make it political and divide something else in this country. And now you have people sitting there going, what does he mean? I don't like that operation in Venezuela. I think I'm going to get off to Gerald R. Ford in Tobago, and I'm going to go hang out there. I don't think I want to go to the National Guard in Chicago and back up ICE people because Jason Crow told me I don't have to. That's how I'm going to interpret what they're saying.
And he's a former Army Ranger. Yeah. He knows. He understands the penalty for troops defying orders of the president because they don't like the politics, not because it's illegal. I mean, I just wonder where the spirit was when all of our military bases were being hit and the president did anything. What was the...
you talking about in Iraq?
That's exactly right.
When we were being rocketed on a regular basis?
Blasted on the day-to-day. I'm talking to my buddies, and there was no response from the Biden administration or the withdrawal from Afghanistan, where all the military experts knew that this was going to be a bad idea.
How about not getting the shot? And 10,000 people are forced to give up their uniforms because they didn't want to get the vaccine.
Isn't the military supposed to protect Americans? Isn't that the job? So we are called to go to war sometimes, and there are casualties that can't be prevented that are sad. However, in this situation, if it's about the boats, do you know how many American families that we interview that have lost their daughters or their sons because of fentanyl poisoning? And that is coming across the waters into America. All of these drugs are on these boats. So it is your job as the military to protect these children who are Americans.
Not if
Do
you
you
don't
want the drugs in there? But then what does that lead to? That leads into you're being deployed because you're in the military. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't believe in this war, so I'm not going to go.
Which is illegal. And by the way, way to misread the room. I don't know if you pull some people over that are currently serving in the military, But these guys have spirit. We're at record recruitment. They're happy about being able to focus on taking out our enemies, even if it's the drug cartel, instead of all the woke and the DEI stuff and all of these classes they were having that had nothing to do with killing bad guys. The spirit in the military is record level right now.
And by the way, so Secretary of War Hegseth said stage 4 TDS.
Yeah,
that's
it really
what this
is.
So, I mean, he said, so there's an interesting exchange with Martha when he says to Martha, oh, you're insulting the intelligence of our operation.
Cheap shot.
That you need to define what we said. No. You're insulting them by you having to cut a video to explain to them what they can and can't do. To me, that's the bigger insult. And to see the head of the CIA, not the head of the CIA, a former member of the CIA cutting that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't like that mission in the CIA? You just, okay, I'm not going to do that. So I think that to politicize the military from the military perspective, it's depressing to think that 4 people who looked at the left wing of their party after 2024 and said that can't be the future, cut a tape like that.
If you defy orders,
right.
What happens to your military friends?
You're going to be court-martialed too yourself. And so they're going to pay the legal bills for that when that takes place. There's consequences for that. Mm-hmm. So for members of Congress who are part of another branch of government encouraging our military to break the law, it's malpractice at its best.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.